You may not be a big fan of the ATF, and if so, I don't blame you. But you'd think that an agency that's willing to scrutinize everything mom and pop gun shops do with respect to firearms would at least be following their own rules. As an additional arm to the ATF, the National Disposal Branch, or NDB, was created to destroy on average 23,000 guns confiscated or used as crime evidence every year in America. As we find out, the Attorney General implemented new requirements on the ATF and NDB with respect to its handling of the guns taken from the population and scheduled to be destroyed, because the department was literally being looted by its own employees. Firearms were being stolen from the facility due to the very sloppy procedures the ATF and NDB had in place for tracking the guns in their possession. After auditing NDB surveillance camera footage, the Attorney General's office found the following security failures. Staff was seen storing guns on top of vaults instead of inside them. They left keys lying around. Exterior doors were propped open. People weren't always signing in and out as required. And overall, there seemed to be a complete disregard for any sense of security measures. Some have argued that those who work for government may think they're above the law. But that's not the worst of it. Former NDB security guard Christopher Lee Yates decided he would use the stored firearms to create his own enterprise. Yates was convicted and sentenced to 14 years in jail for stealing firearms from the facility he worked for and reselling them. According to the complaint against Yates, the guns he stole from the facility were first falsely certified as destroyed. Ironically, the ATF publishes a flyer on loss prevention for firearms retailers that warns firearms dealers on how to properly conduct their business to avoid things like, well, theft of firearms. The ATF has revoked more FFL licenses in the year 2022 than in any year since 2006, yet it was their own sloppy handling of guns that led to theft, corruption, and those same guns ending up back on the streets involved in crimes. At the same time, the Biden DOJ is threatening firearms dealers with new, stricter policies and pushing unconstitutional gun laws on American citizens under the guise of public safety. Rogue ATF employees are profiting off guns confiscated from the public. The White House said, "The Justice Department is announcing a new policy to underscore zero tolerance for willful violations of the law by federally licensed firearms dealers that put public safety at risk." Well, Joe, who exactly is putting the public at risk? Maybe you should get your own house in order before attacking others. I'm Dan Wass, and this has been another AmmoLand News Second Amendment Update. Tell us what you think in the comments below and share this with your family and friends to help support AmmoLand News, America's oldest Second Amendment news outlet.